Going on, guys? Jack here, and I am back with episode 4 of the Leicester City career mode. Thank you so much for the support over the last week. I really have appreciated it. I have been away, but it's now back to hopefully a more regular upload. So we do kick off today's video with the scout report, just seeing how the players have changed and how they're doing here. +3s and +1s for most of the youth talents in the squad. 23 being the oldest and Daniel Marty, but he's looking very good for us. No one is minused here, but we do have a very young team at our disposal here, so we're set up for the future very, very well. But guys, if you are enjoying the content and you like what you see, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I really would appreciate it. Hit that like button if you are new around here too, and make sure you leave a comment of some criticism and suggestions you have for the series. I really would like to take it on board, and I really would appreciate it. So yeah, like I said, the squad report, it's all looking good. We've got some really good players at our disposal at this squad. Also Pereira, Schmeichel, VARDY, they're all looking good. And speaking of Jamie Vardy, he does pick up October Player of the Month. Very well rounded month for him. He played very well. He could have easily been Sessegnon or Giovanni Simeone, but Vardy does pick it up with his 4 goals he has scored in the Premier League so far. As you can see, we do have 4 games in today's video. 2 of them will be live. It will be the game against Arsenal at the Emirates, and then against my team, West Ham United, at the King Power. Games against Everton and Ipswich will be simulated, and we look to get some good results here and continue our Premier League dominance, obviously in the hunt for European football, whether that be Champions League or Europa League. And also, you never know, the start of the season we had, we could even expect to win the league again. But we do kick off the game against Everton. Going into the second half, it is goalless between the two sides here. Not much happening in the way of fouls or attacks. No one getting any goals. Digne and DeMarcus, the only bookings so far in the game. Niassi comes on. Again, Lascelles picks up our first book of the game, but it does finish as a stalemate here. 0-0 between Leicester and Everton. Again, it's not too bad for us. I would have took it at the start of the game if he offers it to me. Everton are a very strong side and all good to play against at the best of times. I did release a lot of the youth players out the squad, guys. We did have 3 players, they have all gone, and we replaced them with Ethan Hughes, Peter Wilton and Morgan Bailey, all great youth prospects here. 61 rated is Ethan Hughes. Looking to get, going forward, youth players into the squad at around about 60 rated, so they can go straight into the team, and we can train them up to be, absolute ballers in the side, and obviously make a difference here. But as you can see, we're going to the game at the Emirates against Unai Emery's very own Arsenal. New squad. We're looking to obviously cause some problems. They're definitely taking Arsenal, I do believe that. It's going to be a difficult game, obviously Arsenal are a well set up team. The likes of Leno in goal. I do start with Lichtsteiner, interesting enough, at the back, and I really look to take advantage of that. Down that right hand side, Sessegnon has been on fire down the left. He's up against the aging legs of Lichtsteiner. He's not going to be able to keep up with him pace wise. We're looking to get him behind down that left hand side a lot today. Lacazette spearheads the attack. Ozil, Mkhitaryan, Welbeck in behind. Aubameyang, only room for him on the bench. As the game gets started, Nathan Ake, the build-up play is good here. Loftus-Cheek bring the ball forward, It does come into Ryan Sessegnon. Tons of space behind Lichtsteiner. Pereira, 3 at the back, but Leno's got the safe hands there to keep it at bay. As Arsenal do come forward, their first attack of the game, it's a couple passes in between Elneny and Torreira here. It does play out wide to Mesut Ozil. Maguire can't get to him, and Ozil does hold on to the ball very well here. The German plays it back into the path of Torreira here. The Uruguayan comes forward into Mkhitaryan. Everyone stands off of him. It's a free-sight goal, and it is 1-0 to Arsenal. Henrik Mkhitaryan with the finish, not in the game plan for us at all. And inside 15 minutes here, we do find ourselves a goal down to Arsenal. Again, not the start we was looking for. It's very disappointing. Defending was tame there. We can't give Mkhitaryan that room in the 18-yard box. He's going to punish her, and he does. But nevertheless, we do try and get back into the game here. Indeed, he brings us forward. Ruben Loftus-Cheek with the shot. It is dipping. It hits the crossbar there, and Arsenal do get the ball away. We do come forward again. Torreira plays the ball into Lichtsteiner. He's going to be... he's got a lot of room there, but he's under pressure from Loftus-Cheek. Don't know what on earth he was thinking there. He does play it into Ryan Sessegnon here. Sessegnon with the cross. It is blocked, and it nearly causes trouble there for the defender. But nevertheless, Arsenal come on the attack. Mesut Ozil into Lacazette, trying to find some runs here. Ozil is placing him out on the left here. He does try to go alone. It is cleared only as far as Danny Welbeck. Back into Ozil, finds Lacazette. It is in the back of the net. He's off celebrating, but it is ruled for offside. Ozil was not happy about that. Oh, it was him that was in fact flagged for the offside flag there. Ball comes in from Welbeck. As you can see, as he plays it in, he is miles off. Very big let off there for us. We could find ourselves 2-0 down and we would have been in real trouble. But we do come forward 10 minutes before the half-time interval. Simeone finds a fantastic ball into Ryan Sessegnon. He's through on goal here. It's Ryan Sessegnon into VARDY, and the game is back on terms. As cool as you like, the October Player of the Month does strike here. 1-1, and it is, of course, that man, Jamie Vardy. What a goal that is from him. Again, he has to be in a position to put him into the back of it. It's easier said than done. Sessegnon highlighted the danger at the start of the game, and he's got him behind there. Lichtsteiner can't. Once he's gone, no one's really catching him unless it's Hector Bellerin. In all honesty, who ironically isn't playing this game. And like I said, he plays it square to Jamie Vardy, and it's a great finish there from the Englishman to get, I believe, his 5th goal of the season. So well done to him. And Arsenal try to get the lead back here. El Neni links up with Welbeck really well here, right at the end of the half. But it is a great save there from Kasper Schmeichel going in at half time. But we would come forward though. Lascelles does play the ball into Ricardo, inside into Wilfred Ndidi, who's been one of the unsung heroes in the squad so far this career mode. Jamie Vardy picks the ball. He's looking to run at the attack. He does at the defence. Sorry, Cyprian lays it off into Ricardo Pereira. Great opportunity for Pereira to put us ahead. He does waste it though, going in at 1-1 at the break. We do come forward though with Simeone right at the start of the second half here, as you can see. Indeed, he plays it into Loftus-Cheek. Great ball to Cyprian. He gets mucked up there with the ball at his feet, and Socrates fouls him, apparently. It is a penalty to Leicester City. A very soft one, if I have to say so myself here. Socrates not happy about that decision. I don't know what happened there. It's a very soft penalty, nevertheless, but we will take it, and Jamie Vardy will step up here against Bernd Leno to try and find the back of net here and give us the lead for the first time this afternoon. So it is Jamie Vardy that steps up here. Is the German going to stop him? Of course he doesn't. Vardy gets his 2nd of the game, and he's off to celebrate in front of the travelling fans. Leicester have the lead, and again, we look pretty potent in front of goal. It was a penalty that we did score. I'm not saying the decision was a penalty, because I don't think it was, in all honesty, but Jamie Vardy's going to take the snatch and grab there, take the goal, and we ain't going to look back now, hopefully, as we do come forward again. Wilfred Ndidi picks up the ball, finds Pereira in tons of space down that right-hand side, and again, Cyprian has got space to drive through the middle here. No one's closing him down. Simeone is out to his right. He shoots into the back of the net. Giovanni Simeone pretty much puts the icing on the cake. It's 3-1 to Leicester. And again, that's a brilliant finish, just shy of the hour mark in this game. Pereira over to celebrate with the Argentine here. Cyprian, tons of space. It's criminal to stand off him that much. It allows Simeone to get into the space, also to the right-hand side of him. By the time of the defence advance, it was too late. And Simeone does get his 5th goal in the Premier League this season. Very well done to him. He's looking like a real great signing. Arsenal do come forward though, straight from that goal. Mkhitaryan, the Armenian, does find Lacazette in space. Ozil in support, back into Lacazette, and that is a fabulous shot there from Lacazette. If he would have found the back of the net, that would have been a contender for goal of the season. Look at this again, the audacity he shows to pull this one off. Again, that would have been a stunning goal if it found the back of the net, but from a resulting corner here, Arsenal come forward. It is Torreira onto the ball. El Neni in tons of space, plays back to Lacazette, back to El Neni, and Arsenal are in with a sniff. 30 minutes to go in this game, and they're back in it. El Neni, the Egyptian, strikes. He had a hand to play in the first goal, and he has again proven a real headache to deal with in midfield. Wouldn't have highlighted him as a massive threat before this game, but he has absolutely run rampant in midfield. The defender ain't been up to scratch, what he's known for, but attacking wise, he's been very hard to deal with, and he does get the goal there for Arsenal. They're chasing the game, but we do look to try and put it to bed here. We're never going to sit back on the attack here, on the defence, sorry, to try and see the game out. We want to win in style. Mbappé links up with Simeone here, fresh off the bench, into Jamie Vardy. Sessegnon in tons of space here. Again, he's causing all kinds of problems. The crossing comes to Mbappé. It's blocked. Back to Mbappé. Off the post. What could have been there? Very unlucky not to make that 4-2 and put the game to bed. But again, we would come forward. Ndidi into Simeone. Links up with Jamie Vardy here. It's looking like a great attacking partnership between the two here. Mbappé in tons of space down the right-hand side here. Driving into the box. Crosses into Maddison. And my word, that was very close from the substitute, making it 4-2 that time. I don't know how he didn't find the back of the net there. It wasn't a save from Leno. The post comes to Arsenal's rescue, but it wouldn't matter. The game does come to an end. It's 3 vital points on the road at the Emirates. Again, they come close, Arsenal. They gave us a really good game. But in the end, I do think that we're just a better team. And we're showing that week in, week out. And like I said, it's the 3 important points. As you can see, Hughes and Sessegnon subject to train at the moment, trying to train them up to be Sessegnon to be a world-class player, and Hughes obviously to break into that first team. But we do get ready for the second game of today's video. It is at the King Power, and it is against West Ham United. The team remains unchanged from the obviously the side that beat Arsenal 3-2 in the previous game that you just saw. And as for the West Ham team, they do line up with Fabianski in net. Ryan Fredericks, Reece Oxford, Balbuena and Cresswell make up the back four. Sanchez and Torres, that's Danny Torres, holding in the DM roles. Antonio, Tom Kearney, formerly of Fulham, Felipe Anderson and Natovic make up the side. Hernandez, Snodgrass, Carroll all on the bench as West Ham look to take the points here. But West Ham, like I said, Leicester, are looking to continue their dominance in the league. As Oxford comes forward here, does actually play it into Cresswell, links up with Sanchez. Again, Oxford and co playing very well as Cresswell's shot does come close there. Again, West Ham showing very good signs early on, but we would come forward with Nathan Ake into Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who again has been controlling the whole midfield of every single game he's played. Indeed, he brings us forward. He's got the legs, plays it into Vardy, slips it into him. It's Jamie Vardy, and Fabianski is equal to his shot. Still 0-0 as we approach the 20th minute in this game. It's Wilfred Ndidi onto the ball here. Session in tons of space again. Fredericks is jotted away from him. His shot is tamed, and again, if he had better shooting, maybe Ryan Sessegnon would be putting that in the back of net. We would be 1-0 up. Nevertheless, we do get the ball with Schmeichel, who clears it up the pitch here. Simeone wins it off of Sanchez, knocks it into Loftus-Cheek here. Back to Simeone, and it's a marvellous chip through into Jamie Vardy. Surely it's going to be 1-0. Takes on Fabianski, and the pole produces an incredible save there. I don't know how it is still 0-0. Leicester should at least be 1-0 up here. We are dominating West Ham. As they do come forward here into the second half of the game. It did remain 0-0. Torres into Tom Kearney. It's good play here from West Ham. Felipe Anderson back into Tom Kearney. Link-up play has been absolutely brilliant. Sanchez shoots again. No goal for West Ham as Antonio comes forward into Fredericks now. Vardy does get the ball off of Tom Kearney, and we are deep in West Ham half as we look to attack. It's Ruben Loftus-Cheek back into Simeone. Turns, shoots, and that's just off the crossbar there. Fabianski was beaten. Again, we can find ourselves very unlucky not to be 1-0 up. As the ball comes in, Lucas Fabianski clears it only as far as Wilfred Ndidi, who wins the header. Jamie Vardy lays it out wide into Ryan Sessegnon, inside to Simeone. Loftus-Cheek's made a great run. It's Ruben Loftus-Cheek. It's still not the goal we was looking for, and we do find ourselves still on 0-0 at the deadlock here, yet to be broken. As we come forward again with Sessegnon. Guys, if you are enjoying today's video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like the video. As Vardy comes forward here, it's a great play to Sessegnon. It evades Yarmolenko, I believe, down that right-hand side into Cyprien, and it somehow sneaks away into the back of the net. The breakthrough comes on the hour mark, and it is the French new signing, William Cyprien. Great finish from him there. Arrived late at the back post. No one picked him up. Cresswell obviously was his man, I believe. Again, because he's coming from midfield, no one really close to him. Actually, no one was marking him at all. He was unmarked in the box, and again, he had all the time in the world to put that past Fabianski. He's had a great game, Lucas Fabianski, but unfortunately unable to put that one out of play and into the back of the net for us. Very good play from Leicester as we come forward again. Yarmolenko links up with Tom Kearney. Straight from kickoff, this is Carlos Sanchez into Danny Torres, into Chicharito. His first bit of play in the game, and he has West Ham back on terms. He's literally just come onto the pitch, and what a substitute that is for Manuel Pellegrini. Chicharito straight over to celebrate with the travelling West Ham United fans. It's 1-1 here, and again, it's great play from West Ham, to be honest. The build-up play was brilliant. They've been really good in midfield. Their short passing has really, obviously, caused us problems, and we've come undone there. No stopping that. Chicharito does get his goal. It's his first goal in the Premier League, incidentally. With 10 minutes to go here, Leicester really up against it. As Vardy comes forward now from that goal. Maddison straight onto it. It's a poor challenge there from Reece Oxford. It falls to Maddison, all the time in the world, and check that out. That is an incredible goal from James Maddison. 2-1 to Leicester. The lead lasted seconds for West Ham, unfortunately, for the fans watching. It's a fantastic goal. He gets into the space there. Oxford dives in, showing that maybe his lack of first-team football, pretty much showing there, is it set up the chance for him, James Maddison. Again, every single time this boy gets an opportunity, he somehow finds a way to shine. It's a great finish there from Maddison. The game comes to an end. That would be the goal that we needed to take the win. The 3 points is there. Absolutely brilliant. I couldn't be prouder of the boys going forward, which is, again, absolutely brilliant for us. And going to the last game of today's video, isn't against the Carabao Cup. A competition we're looking to win, because obviously we're trying to get European football. We do play a rested side. Adrian Silva finds the back of the net early on, and then gets his brace as he makes it 2-0 to Leicester, going into half-time here. Ipswich shown no signs of getting the goal back here. Chadley comes on for Ian Atchos. We're looking to wind the game down. Again, Ipswich not looking like they're getting back into this one, and it's looking more and more like it's going to be a Leicester win. Vardy seals it 3-0 to Leicester. We are through in the Carabao Cup and continuing our quest in that competition. But guys, that is unfortunately going to bring an end to today's video. If you did enjoy it, as always, make sure to smash that like button. I really would appreciate it. Subscribe if you are new around here. As you can see, Leicester, 10 games played, 8 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, 25 points. Spurs and Manchester City all breathing down our necks. Cardiff, Brighton, Bournemouth. That's the relegation places there, guys. Take some time to look at them. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Like I said, catch you all in the next one.